What's up, guys? I'm here today with Rivas. He is a realtor and a team leader with Lifestyle International Realty. But he actually focuses also on buying, fixing, and flipping homes. So I wanted to ask you a couple questions about that. Like, what do you look for when you're looking for a deal? How do you find them?
Finding them, as we've looked out, have been word of mouth, driving around. You see a messed up house, so you knock on the door, talk to them, and some of it has been social media that other realtors have contacted us and then asked, hey, do you want to buy it? And we just got to make sure the numbers work. So we, we're either doing ARV of 70%, that we're able to profit from it, and we'll set it walking away with good money. That's basically it.
Yeah, I think one of the things that I see, look at is some people are stuck in situations they don't know how to get out of, right? And sometimes you'll come in and help them get out of the situation with something in their pocket, right? And then you got to make sure the deal works for you.
Yeah, so there we look at properties. I mean, of course they're making their money, but we also make sure we look at properties that if we get stuck with them for whatever reason, the market crashes or whatever, that we're able to keep them and rent them out. So everybody looks at that 1% rule. It works really well, but as long as we're able to keep the property, rent it out, if something happens, we're good. We're golden.
Okay.
And at the end of the day, if we end up selling it later on or right away, that's always the plus. So that's the goal.
Tell me about the projects you got going on. How many projects you got going on right now?
So myself with partners, I have 5, but in total we're about 9.
What are the typical things that you do when you look at a house to rehab it? Like, what's the 1 or 2 things that you always do?
So reasonably, roof is important to always do because of the financing. Windows, it's always a plus because it's
an added value and a security for the client.
Yeah. And then we always focus on bathrooms and kitchens. And then, of course, the flooring always comes into play. But it always depends on the property. We individually, we break them down to make sure the money's there to what it's worth. Thank God we're good with our numbers, that we know exactly what things cost. There's always the hiccups. There's always things that pop up that you don't expect. It's just the nature of the deal.
So I think that to kind of be focused more on certain things that are going to make you sell a property fast, right? So depending on certain areas, that it's important to have a roof that's in good conditions, all the credits for insurance. So roof, windows, pipes, right? People are never aware of that. Sometimes I have people that come into this business brand new and they're, it's solo pinturita, or just paint here, just do that, not being aware that the property might sit longer in the market because it's harder to finance, right?
Right.
But you have two projects I know that are going on. They're completely different. One house has brand new roof, brand new windows, and another house has everything. Obviously, the bathrooms, the kitchen is done, but it doesn't have a brand new roof because the roof was 10 years old, right?
Correct. So the roof is financeable. It was 10 years old. So the first house, we had to redo the roof. The roof was already 28 years old. We did the roof, we did the windows, we did everything. House came out gorgeous. Bathrooms, kitchen was nicely remodeled. So that one, it took us, actually both houses took us the same amount of time. It lasted about a month to go into contract. But it was the location. And that was the trouble now that we're seeing is, a little further, they're bigger houses, not newer houses, but your payment in some of these houses come out, not everybody can afford that. Thank God for this house. It was a cash buyer. He fell in love with the house, gave us almost full price, and we're happy. We're closing on Wednesday.
Awesome. Congratulations. The last thing I think is, again, you're focusing on things that make you sell a property fast. So he's mentioned location, right? So I guess the more central it is, typically the better it is, but there's also good neighborhoods that you need to learn and learn how fast they're going to sell. Guys, one of the things that I guess you can take out of this is that if you guys are trying to get into the business and you have deals, or maybe you're looking to partner up Ralph has a lot of great assets, not just the knowledge, professional appraisal on deck, but they also have amazing connections to get things done fast, cheap, and efficiently.
Yeah, we have very good teams, all the way possible remodel teams, acquisition, whatever it is, we can always team up with people and find a solution. There's always a solution.
Thank you. Appreciate you coming over.